All right, team, C441 cardio for January. This is a challenging one, guys. This is where we're building back into those periodization schedules, and we're working our way back up to that 1 minute workout. So this is how it works. You have 10 exercises, only 2 rounds. Work time is 60 seconds. So they are working for a minute. It is the longest work time that we have in any of our workouts. Now, this is how it works though. The first round, they're going to get a 25-second transition time from exercise to exercise. After the first round, they're going to get a 35-second. And the reason is because the first round they have they have more fuel in their tank, and they don't need as much rest time. It's still challenging. They're warming up. Kind of getting past that warm up, and again they have they're fresh, right? Round 2, after 10 exercises, 1 minute each, they're going to start to get a little bit gassed. They need a little extra rest or recovery time. So on round 2, each transition time from exercise to exercise is now 35 seconds. So we're going from 25 to 35 seconds. There are no active recoveries in this workout, so this is a very challenging workout. If you really want to maximize this workout, again, you're going to go as hard as you can on all the anaerobic exercises. And for a minute, that is very, very challenging. So what I'd recommend is start hard, level off, and then go as hard as you can for the last 10, 15 seconds of the exercise. So really push hard to get that heart rate up, maintain it throughout that 1 minute timeline. And again, around that 10, 15 seconds, really kill it, okay? Again, if you want to really truly maximize it, you're going to do that, or you're going to at least try to go as hard as you can on as many as you can. If you can only do 1 or 2, you're still going to be far better ahead, or going to get a lot more out of this workout than just by going hard the entire time. Again, going to that next level, you're going to get more out of it. Keep in mind, you can only do that if you don't have any restrictions or injuries or anything that would prevent you from doing so. So again, how it works: 10 exercises, 60-second work time, 25-second round 1 transition time, 35-second round 2 transition time. Your second circuit is your finishing circuit. It is core. It consists of 3 exercises, 3 rounds. Your first 2 exercises are 30 seconds worth of work, but there's 0 transition time between those. And your third exercise is 40 seconds worth of work. You have a 10-second end of round rest time. So again, 3 exercises, 30 seconds for the first 2, 40 seconds for the last one. No transition time between the first 3 exercises, but you do get a 10-second end of round rest time. That should definitely kill those abs for them. Their team is C441 cardio for January.
Slam ball slams. Here, if you're going to do a medicine ball, you stay higher, and you do not go as deep into the slam ball, or to the squat. Pick the ball up, you're going to let go at the very bottom. You want your hips back, chest up, slam it down, catch it in the bounce, okay? Again, if they want to stay high, they can't go that deep into the squat, then they stay here, and they do the medicine ball just like this, because the medicine ball has a lot more rebound, but they don't want to be going deep if they're going to be using the medicine ball.
You're doing jump on and off. So jump on and off, once again, lower version. Same thing as step on, off, off. Or you're gonna step on, off. Key is gonna be speed. Now that one, you don't want any more than maybe 1 riser on there. 2 starting to get a little bit high. 3 is way high. Higher propensity for somebody to roll an ankle.
Box jump burpee here, pretty simple. Walk back, walk up, walk on, walk off, or jump on and jump off. Once again, you have any variation. So they can jump on, walk off, they can do any different variation that they need to on that. I prefer to have them use the lower box, less impact, go faster with the lower box. If they need to, they can go to the taller box. Again, it's a little bit more impact, but I prefer to have them use the smaller box. Slam ball toe taps. You're just tapping. Option 1, or again, a sprint. Sometimes, like for example, for myself, I will use this as somewhat of an active recovery. I let my heart rate come a little bit down, especially after doing boxed up burpees, because I try to go as hard as I can in boxed up burpees, and then I pick it up again, okay?
It's gonna be the rubber band high knees. Once again, as in anytime we do rubber bands, if their calves are feeling tight, if they feel off, if they feel anything at all, other than great, don't have them utilize the rubber bands, because that puts extra stress on the calf muscle. So if it is tight, that can be a problem. You can pull a calf muscle, so make sure that they understand that. If they are going to use the rubber band, it goes around your hip, not too low, not too high, right around that hip. Okay, we come out, walk, or what we're looking for is going to be a sprint. And obviously they can do it without the rubber band, which for, again, people that have any ankle problems or calves, tight calves or anything like that, you want to avoid that rubber band.
The jump squat, you do not actually have to have a jump. For people with knee issues, I would recommend no jump. Okay, they just go to fast pulse. If they want more glutes, they're going to lean back. I can never get this handle. They're going to lean back. Weight is going to be in the heels. Drop the hips, and they're going to pulse just like this, kind of fast pulse. If they want to add that hop, they certainly can. But notice what I'm doing is I'm thrusting my hips up. Okay, if they want a little bit more quads, they stand here and do more of a jump squat itself. Okay, and if they're going to add a jump at all, you land in a squat. So land down here. Do not land with the legs locked because that absorbs all the impact in the joints and you don't want to do that.
Kettlebell swing is a hip thrust. So I'm swinging this. I'm thrusting up with my hips. I come up to eye level, forehead level, right about there. And the reason we do is just for safety precautions. For a beginner, this is the safest place to be, right there. And again, it all comes from the hips. Hips go back, thrust those hips up. It's a swing. I'm swinging this. I'm not lifting. If I actually lift this, I'm going to feel it more in my shoulders. If I'm feeling it in my shoulders, that means I'm lifting it. I don't want that. I want the power to come from the hips. So their hips should start to feel it in their hips, and it's going to drive the intensity up. Versus here, that's just going to hurt the shoulders. Okay, you're going to burn out the shoulders pretty quick on that one. And the slam ball burpee. Once again, if they're going to do a burpee, if there's any medicine balls, and if anybody decides to grab a medicine ball and do a burpee, they're going to break their nose. So make sure that they don't use a medicine ball if they're going to do a burpee. So here, hips go back, knees wide, chest stays up, you slam it down, you walk back, walk up, slam it down, or jump back, jump up, or you can add that hop, stay on that ball, and again, jump back and forth. And again, they can do any variation from there. Lat box run. Now the lat box run, you probably want to have 1 or 2 risers under here, and it's off, off, on, or down, down, up, up, or up, up, down, down. Okay, what we're looking for is going to be speed, obviously what's going to drive the heart rate. The rubber band squat with rotation. So here, if you want more core, arms are locked. Squat, rotate, squat, rotate. Again, speed is what we're looking for here. Now, if they have lower back issues, they're not going to want to add that much rotation because that's a lot of core and the lower back is going to get fired up, okay? So for somebody who has lower back issues, options can be right here where they just kind of pull it to the side. You'll see people doing that and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, if they have lower back issues, I prefer them not to add that rotation in there. If they don't have lower back issues, that's going to get a lot more core if they keep the arms locked and add rotation. Again, pull the shoulders all the way across. They're going to really get those obliques in. The side crunch on the right side and the left side. Your options on the core, on the crunch. Option 1, my shoulder and my legs are on the ground, and I just pull my shoulder across. I come back and I pull it across. I want to try to get as much range of motion so that shoulder goes as far back as I can get. Option 2, they both come across. Option 3, I come up, and then option 4 is kind of like that scissor V up. But again, I'm trying to pull that shoulder all the way back, pull it all the way across, and you have right side, left side. Crunch hold is here, here, or here, okay? Remember, there are 2 things when it comes to abs. Most important thing is make sure they're feeling it where they're supposed to, because if they start feeling it in the lower back or the hip flexors or someplace else like that, they're not getting the benefit for the core. Number 2, when the burning starts, that's when the benefit to the muscle starts. So try to push them through that burning as long as you can, because that's where they're actually benefiting it.